Once again, Charleston White is in trouble with the LA gangbangers. He did a live stream the other day where he was going in on them and laying them out. Now, he always called these gangbangers out saying that y'all don't have no trouble unaliving each other. But when it comes to doing anything for the community, or when these police or these other groups do something to black folks, y'all non-existent. Y'all don't get involved, right? And a lot of them are upset with Charleston White. They want Charleston White bad.
Well, man, I'm waiting on Key Talk Media. I need to address two major cities right now. I'm on to something else now. I'm looking for Key Talk Media. So there's a gang beef that's going on between L.A. Hoover Crips and the Fort Worth Hoover Crips. There's an old guy by the name of Gumby. An old named Gumby. Let me tell you, crowd, something. L.A. Hoover Crips, first and foremost. You got some grown 50s. Every last, older than me, y'all. L.A. Gumby Hoover. Gumby. I'm kicking Fort Worth off the set. Homie, listen. You on the set over there. On Figueroa. Hoovers. You don't run nothing. But the Fort Worth looks is stupid. Kunta, OG, all these microphones on the street. Man, it is what it is. Homie, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. You Fort Worth Hoovers ain't been active since y'all was teenagers. You talking about 93, 94. Fort Worth Hoover Crips ain't been cripping Hoover since 93. Coming back in 2025, hollering Hoover. I'm a Hoover. I spirits, I souls, and I assassinate you image. A Crip in real life.
Now, I like what he's doing because for so many years, these young youth, they've glorified West Coast gangbanging. You have these Crips and these Bloods, and they're spread out all over the country. And everybody's been online for years throwing up the sets, and it done spread from the West Coast 3,000 miles all the way to the East Coast. We're all up in Brooklyn and all up in the Bronx and Harlem. You got Bloods and Crips and all this kind of stuff. And he's going into character, and he's exposing these dudes, and he's calling these dudes out like you like 50 years old, the Gumby dude and all these other guys, and you still claiming gang and being a part of the set, right? Y'all don't own nothing. You have nothing developed for these young kids coming out of youth facilities, coming out of prison. You have no development for nobody. All you doing is still selling death to children. That's what you're doing. So he's calling these people out as he should. And a lot of people, I'm not always the biggest fan of Charleston White. He says some stuff that I disagree with. But when he's in serious mode, he says a lot of stuff that I do agree with. That's 100, right? We know that he says that he's playing a character. And you're mad, he says, you're mad at him for saying some very egregious things. But then listen to look at the music you enjoy. Look at the way you talk in your everyday life. And the things that we normalize or the things that we think is okay in our communities, but then you judge him. So I understand both sides of the argument. Sometimes I just think that he goes too far. But then in the argument, he ventured off and he started going in on all the West Coast rappers, just like going in on them hard body. Now, he does this a lot while still coming out to L.A. They still allow him to come out to L.A. He come out there, he do interviews, he do everything. Ain't nothing never happened to him. And I hope nothing does happen to him. But he wasn't finished.
Hoover Crip in California, a Hoover Crip in Texas, a Hoover Crip in Miami. You ain't Crip. A Blood out of New York. You ain't Blood. Crip and Bloods. Your mama ain't, matter of fact, Blueface homies. You're homies. On homies. Lie on you more than anybody. You ain't done nothing for your homies. Mothers. Crips and Bloods. I'm Nipsey Hussle grave. Listen, man, I've been Chicago, block. You know in the cities, your mamas don't even own houses in. Your mother is a renter, is a leaser. And you claiming a block you live on no more. Fort Worth Hoovers, I just left the city. Y'all doing bad. Y'all live with a bitch. You ain't got no health insurance. You ain't got no car insurance. You got car insurance. You got dental insurance. You got side teeth. You got side teeth missing. He didn't mean Nip. Yes, I did. I meant Nipsey Hussle. The Rolling 60 neighborhood Crip Nip. Neighborhood Nip. Y'all been hollering the marathon continue. Where's the marathon continue? Y'all don't even wear marathon shirts no more. So I mean Nipsey Hussle too. His daughter turned into a little out there. She went back to her mama. Cause she don't want to be with Black Sam with their mahogany. She want to rep the LA. So she gonna begin and she gonna get down with the C. They gonna tap into her little too. Nip little daughter. Them 60 too. Cuz.
So some will say that Charleston White goes too far. But when you think about it, right? Does the black community go too far? What about the gangs? We just saw this gang pow up in Stockton where all those babies was unalive, right? You don't think the gang banging go too far? You think the gang banging care about the community? See, a lot of times y'all more mad at Charleston White in words than the actual people destroying and terrorizing the community. Unaliving children, unaliving your brothers, your dad, your cousins, your sisters, all kinds of wild stuff, right? I don't care nothing about no Rolling 60s. I don't care nothing about no Hoovers. I don't care nothing about none of that, right? He says all the time that he cares about Arabics. Now, I think where he went too far was bringing up the daughter. He should have never brought up the daughter, shouldn't have never mixed it. But I understood what he was trying to say, that you guys not going to get that daughter and make sure that she go to school, make sure she protected. A lot of times, man, she ended up right in the hood, doing all the hood stuff with everybody else, unfortunately, right? Because she was supposed to be with the brother, right, the uncle, and now she done went back to the mom, where we know that the mom is centered deep in the hood, right? So he's calling certain things out. I'm not so emotional where I just turn my ears off and I don't hear what he's trying to say. I understand what he's saying, right? The community is messed up real bad, right? Real bad. And I've seen videos where guys was giving Black Sam a problem over there by the marathon, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff, man. So no, these people should be called out. They should be ostracized. And you mad at Charleston because Charleston is doing what, when it comes in regards to this topic, what a lot of people in the community should be doing in Chicago, in St. Louis, in Philadelphia, in New York City, all these cities that's plagued by street gangs and stuff like that. They should all be called out. They should all be exposed. Every single day, and nobody should let up. You shouldn't give them no air to breathe. You should be on them every day. But you spend more time being mad at Charleston in regards to this topic, right? But then he started to go in on some of these guys' actuality, calling them out for being that they're not who they say they are.
Everybody. So what do you represent Hoovers for? What do Hoovers do besides prison? Gumby, you told a story. Your leader tried to. Everybody know the Hoover boys. Hoover Crips are known for the gang members. What the want to be down for? Y'all look stupid. You granddaddies. You granddaddies. Your grandkids ain't been to the zoo. You didn't take them to the fair. They getting a free lunch today. They gonna be hungry when they get out of school. And guess what? Paw ain't even got a truck. You the granddaddies with no trucks. Look how shame, man. You down to Paw with no trucks. Online arguing. These 50-something. These are the granddaddies who can't take you fishing. Paw, can we, you got to, come on, my. You wouldn't say that if you was alive. You wouldn't say that if he was alive. I did say he was alive. I watched him get. I watched the big tough. What make y'all think Nipsey Hussle was tough? And we watched him get holed out by his set. If you tough, your set don't hold you out. They ain't hold big you out. We watched Nipsey Hussle get holed out. What makes y'all think he tough? Come on, keep talking. Where you at, baby? Like the 60s do. They throw up the fist. Before he turned around, he came back and kicked it. What shoot you and kick you?
And see, Charleston is telling the hard truth. Because when it comes to Nipsey ain't got no business being unalive. And then when things is coming out how he was unalive from a dude from his own set, right? And everybody was able to see it on video. Everybody witnessed this. Now, this is a man that y'all claimed that was doing everything for the community. And when he got his money, he didn't leave the community. And you know what the funny thing is? His father is not even FBA. He part, was it, Eritrean or something like that? And he still decided to stay in the community amongst us and help build, and he get unalive, right? He was doing so many different things in the community, trying to build and bring things back to the set, right smack dab in the hood, and he gets unalive. But you're going to be more mad at Charleston? No, you shouldn't be mad at Charleston. It's just saying words. Charleston has never done anything in L.A., in South Central, or Compton, or Watts, or whatever, to harm any black people. He's using words online to expose a lot of the stuff that goes on. He's never had a fully automatic rifle and let loose on other black people in them communities, like some of these people do that y'all don't want to snitch on, that y'all celebrate when they come home from jail, right? He ain't never done that. He's using words that you don't like, right? So you can't stand him more than the actual people that's tearing the community up. So this is fact. So I always say that Charleston is holding the mirror up to the black community to show us ourselves. He's playing a character, and in that character, he's exposing us in our hypocrisy. And I've been saying this for a long time in the community. Like I said, we've seen that situation happen in Stockton, and the one lady said that everybody act like they didn't want to talk to the police. Nobody want to say nothing. You got unalive babies on the ground, and y'all still don't want to say nothing. But then you get upset. Y'all come and say, well, the cops don't care. Nobody cares. Well, y'all don't care. How can they say they care when we all seen what happened to Nipsey Hussle right there on video? And the hood let it happen. So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. You think Charleston White went too far? I would say the only thing he went too far was mentioning the kid. But outside of that, I don't think that he went too far. But leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.